So, welcome to the Experience Podcast. My name is Dennis. I'm here today on a bright, sunny day, and we're going to be bringing the distinction of uh, divine union, and there was one other word that you had said. Um, but anyways, February 22, 22 of 25, my wife and I, we had a public ceremony of our divine union, and so we're going to be talking about that. Not so much that as why a divine union, and there's some more distinctions that are going to follow that are going to be very, very, very powerful. So make sure that if you're watching this now, don't leave. There's some really, really powerful, life changing information that we're going to be sharing today. And I'm just really grateful to be here with Neal, and hearing what he has to share. He's got a lot bubbling up too. I feel it. And so yeah, welcome, Neal.
Nice. Yes, my name is Neal. Neal is not my name. Neal is my name, but Neal is not who I am. And like, all right, well, who am I? Well, who I am is multidimensional, and I'm infinite, expressing through a human body. And I'm here in this chair actually because of a divine commitment, and it ties right into a divine union. And so um, commitment, when made from like an ego standpoint, it's going to be temporal. So it's only going to, it might last your whole life, but it won't be something that lasts longer than the physical life. And so commitment that's made from ego is this temporal thing that doesn't last forever. And usually it doesn't even last like a whole lifetime. Um, because egoic commitments are, they're commitments that are made, first of all, for significance of the individual, and then they're also made thing. So like a commitment would be made to do this task to get money. That way I can use that money and better my life. That would be like an ego commitment. And that kind of a commitment, it doesn't last forever. And I'm talking commitment here. So ego commitment also will, it will do things to manipulate, and manipulate for the betterment of itself. And so that's one kind of commitment. Now, with ego commitments, you need to have contracts in place to fulfill the commitments. So, um, when I say contract, I'm talking a legal document that puts in writing what the commitment is. So it's like, all right, if me or the other party doesn't fulfill on what we said, then there somebody can be held accountable because it's in writing. So there's this immediate also mistrust when making ego commitments. Um, Now there's another option. That other option is to make soul commitments. Is to make take steps in the soul rather than taking steps in the ego. And this is where divine union comes in. And I'm going to just pause there, and um, the floor is yours, Dennis.
Yeah, there's when someone commits their life to Jesus, like that's a divine union, and those are like covenants are eternal decisions. So it's actually from that one commitment that provides freedom and inspiration for other like commitments to support that covenant. Um, like I have a covenant of building heaven on earth, and that's a divine covenant. And within that, there's so much freedom, there's so much fulfillment, and there's just so much freedom within that because it's with God, and it leaves space for miracles. So
Yeah. And miracles aren't possible if it's all in writing. If it's all already planned out, if it's all already in contract, like there's not room to expect something miraculous to happen. And so, the divine union is a commitment to God first and foremost. That's the divine union, and uh, it can be made with another person. So you could have two people coming together in marriage and both committing to God and also committing to each other, but committing to God first. And what this is also really pointing at is it's not about the individual. And in fact, the word individual is a word in language that uh, points, it's used to distinguish an aspect of the whole, but it actually, it isn't true in the truest sense, but it is real in the 3D reality. So you can say individuals exist in the 3D physical reality, but even, and you can experience this, but there's something, there's a higher truth, which is that, like, who am I really? Who I like I'm the observer. I'm oneness. I'm I'm the thing that is emanating through each person. And I'm not any single one person. And and this is what a divine union is pointing at. It's pointing at oneness and connection. And so the like if I take my physical body for example, I have two hands, I have multiple cells in my body, I have bones in my body, I have a heart, and if if I chop off one of my hands, if one of my hands isn't there, is is Neal still there? Um, which part of the like we're calling all of this system working together? That's what we call an individual. But which part is the individual? Like, and so my point is we're not just these physical suits, these bodies that we're walking around in. We're the thing that's coming through the body, that's being received, with the body being an antenna, and us being picked up and transmitted through it.
it's really a distinction of like you were expressing about the body, and it's like um, there's a distinction of do you want to operate in the new earth or do you want to operate in the old world? Because in the old world, everything is based on contracts. In the new earth, there's integrity. Um, so if I tell Neal that I'm going to go do something, I do it. Like,
And I expect that you will do
correct.
it.
And because of the fruits, he knows that he can count on me to have it, to keep my word. Um, so first and foremost, a person has to know who they are first. Like, who the fuck are you? And next, is knowing whose you are. And then from that space, now you are standing as who you truly are, a child of God. And from there, walking in integrity and um, living in covenants rather than contracts. Um,
So, like there with living in covenants, there's a foundation of trust. Uh, and the trust is that, hey, what I say I'll do, and what I hear other people say, I trust that they'll do what they say. Um, and so, how did, for you specifically, Dennis, when you decided to have a divine union with Sarah Jean, um, was there already a mutual foundation of trust, or did you grow into that? Was that an unfolding of increased trust?
um, well, once the decision was made to be in the divine union, then to answer your question, I feel like it was an unfolding of trust.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it was.
All right. And do you feel like uh, what has changed inside of you, let's say from um, 3 months ago to now actually being fully immersed and connected through your decision and through your covenant? What is there any internal difference inside of you? As
No,
uh,
no.
and why do you think that is?
Um, I'm connected to who I am and I'm connected to whose I am. And from there, like, that is the foundation of everything. Um, it's where we make decisions from. Like, it's actually what we gave you earlier is a recipe book to live by. And because in the old world with contracts, I've had a thought, and I know I'm gonna get it again. I was gonna make a point, and I don't remember what it was anymore. It's gonna come back.
With contracts?
Yeah, what was the question you asked me?
Just like if there's been a shift in your way of being, and then you were like, no, there hasn't been a shift, and then why do you think there wasn't a shift in
Oh,
your being? And then
y-
you were like, because you know who and whose you are.
yes. I mean, I have some opinions about that. I don't know if I have the reason that I didn't cause a shift in me, but I can
Mm-hmm.
speculate. And one of those speculations is where I'm at. The environment where I'm at actually supports who I am. And so being in that environment, like, it makes a big difference. Like, if I was in the old world and I had made this covenant, it would be completely different, I think. Um, yeah, that's a big thing is the environment and the people that you're around. Like, the people that I'm around, I know I can trust, like, the majority, like, I'm going to say 70%. I know that I can trust them to do exactly as they've always done. So if the track record is good, then so Yeah, I feel very much at peace, and just how I've been, like, nothing changed with the covenant.
Mm. All right. That feels complete. Is there anything else that you would like to put in here as we wrap this up, Dennis?
Yeah, it's really everything. Um, this whole conversation with covenant and divine union, uh, because once you surrender to Jesus, and then you start making decisions from that, and you let go of everything, and I'm saying fucking everything, your thoughts, your beliefs, your preferences, your lies, your judgments, all of that, you put that all on the cross every day, um, and start walking in faith. That's where miracles fucking just, and so one more thing, Off Grid Dream Life, be there tonight. I don't know what time, but we'll put the link in the description.
Amazing. I love you. Thank you for being you. And peace.